Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary, middle, and high school age. Today I am going to be setting up my financial planner in my Erin Condren monthly planner. This is the Inspire design, I think is what it's called. I am all over the place today. It is just, it's a little crazy right now. I had hoped to get all of my planners set up before Christmas and be in a much better position for going into 2024. I am not there yet, and it is the 28th of December right now. We ended up losing power most of the week before Christmas, and so the couple of days before Christmas, I was really trying to play catch up with laundry and everything. Did not have time to even think about really anything at all. So I do have these 2 stickers that I'm going to be doing. These are just Avery shipping labels that I got maybe off of Amazon or at Staples. And these are my own budget printables that I actually have a budget printable pack that I will leave in the description box if you're interested in grabbing that. It has several different printables as well as my Google Sheet spreadsheet that I use for budgeting. So I print these, I shrunk them down to fit this 7x9. And what I'm going to do, hopefully this will be a pretty quick video. I'm going to do all my spend categories. Spend tracking categories. I have all of them on different colors and I have them listed out here so I know the order that I want them to be in. Then I have this financial year at a glance, which I'm going to put here. I know that I do have these 12 boxes, which I may end up using for a more expanded financial year at a glance. I'm actually not entirely sure. What I use this for is to just write birthdays and big events that come up, and there aren't too many throughout the year. I noticed that I didn't need this amount of space to do that, so I may end up doing some different things here. I haven't fully decided yet, but I'm going to cut these out. I can't find my paper cutter, so I'm going to have to use scissors to do that, so that should be interesting. And then the way that I use my financial planner, if you've not seen any of my budgeting videos before, I print out my Google Sheets spreadsheet for the month on one of these Avery sticker labels, shipping label stickers, and I put that here. And the reason that I do it on Google Sheets but still put it here is because I like to be able to use formulas and quickly add things without having to grab my calculator. So it's a lot easier, but I don't want to have to get on the computer constantly to check my budget. So I have it here and I can kind of keep track of things throughout the month. Then this obviously monthly calendar for bills that are due or important events that are happening that cost money. I haven't quite figured out how to use this section yet. I will probably figure something out. It most likely will be similar to how this is. But over here, I keep track of my spend categories, and what I have is I list them all out, and then I have the current month and the previous month, and then the difference, just so that I can see what the difference is. So that's what I'm going to do. It's not a ton of setup because the rest of my financial planning that I do on paper is spend tracking, and I will come in weekly. Typically on a Friday, I will come in and I will just make sure that everything is balanced around my bank accounts, making sure that everything is cleared correctly. And then I just write the individual transactions down based on which account it is coming from. And then I highlight it with whichever category it is so that at the end of the month, it's easy for me to add up all of the different categories and transfer that information here. So that is what I'm going to do. We'll see how it goes. I am so tired today. And this week between Christmas and New Year's has not been nearly as relaxing as they normally are. So it is what it is. I am just trying to get things all finished. And you know, what I've actually done this past year is I set up all of this stuff each month individually instead of doing it all at the beginning of the year. Part of that was because I started in a completely different planning system for finances at the beginning of 2023, and part of it was just I didn't have time. So I know that I will be better off if I set this stuff up ahead of time. Then I don't have to focus on setting up the reporting each month. I can just come in and write the numbers. It'll be so much easier for me. This is something that I would do each month, and obviously printing out my budget and putting that in each month, obviously that would be another thing that I do monthly and not at the beginning of the year. The only other thing is I do have to come in here and I take all of the holidays off. I just white them all out, and then I put in my own information for when bills are due, when we're getting paid, all of that kind of stuff. So that is the plan. We'll see how it goes. I don't have a ton of time because I have a live stream Q&A with my membership community. So this may be in 2 parts, but we will see how far I can get in the next 20 minutes or so. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this. So most of the colors that I use are mild liners, but when I purchased these mild liners last year, I got the 15 pack instead of the 25 pack, and I should have gotten the 25 pack so they would all be mild liners in different colors. I did have several dual tip highlighters from Erin Condren as well, so I grabbed 5 to even out my 20 different categories. I know it is a lot. It's a lot of categories, but it's been super helpful for me this year to have such good controls in place as to how much we're spending on specific things. I definitely take things out. So I have groceries and I have eating out and I have holidays. So holiday food like Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, birthdays is all under holidays. Eating out is just general going out to eat or grabbing coffee out or getting a snack at Target or whatnot. Groceries are the things that we have to get. Those are, you know, the dairy, the meat, the vegetables. It's not all of the extra things. Those go in different categories. So, and things like household is, you know, toilet paper, cleaning supplies, that kind of stuff. And then homestead is like outside things, like things for our chickens or things that we need for the house. That all goes into homestead. Personal is hygiene products, shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste, all of that kind of stuff. Wellness is vitamins or gym memberships, that kind of thing. It's all very intricate and it makes sense to me. This might be overkill for you, and that is totally okay. But for me, I have found that knowing exactly how much we spend on cleaning supplies and paper products is really helpful outside of what we're spending on our groceries. If I combined all of that, it wouldn't really be an accurate picture because, you know, I will purchase trash bags or Ziploc bags or, you know, tinfoil or whatever from Sam's Club, and all of those things are really expensive. It would skew my grocery budget, and it's not as realistic. Anyways, so that's what I'm going to do. Separate all of these and fill out my spend tracking categories for 2024. If I can get this sticker on without totally messing it up, because these stickers are definitely not repositionable. So could be a little bit tricky. Okay, so that's done. Now, the one thing that I will do later, not right now, is I will come in here and specifically list the things that go under these categories. It just makes it a little bit easier when I'm going through. I mean, at this point, I pretty much know exactly which things go in which category, but it helps like my husband and to see some of that stuff. So I will do that, but I won't do that on screen because it's a little bit more personal, obviously. So I just want to make sure that I have all of that stuff listed out. Now I also need to cut this down so that I can have it on this side. I did also consider just printing out a sticker that has all of 2024 mini calendars over here, but ultimately I decided that I really didn't need that because of the monthly calendars. I don't really have anything that I'm necessarily looking at in a spread like this for financial planning. I mean, I guess it would make sense if I had, like if I wanted to go through and list out all of my paydays and things like that and use the transparent date dot stickers or transparent dot stickers that Erin Condren has, and several other sticker shops also offer, but I decided to just have this here, and then I'm unsure what I'm going to do, like I said earlier, with those 12 goals boxes. I just don't know if I was kind of thinking about putting like home projects on there, even though I have this, my home planner for 2024, and there is space in here. Let me see if I can find it to put home projects, but because the home projects are kind of like in a list format only on one page, I thought it might be good to have this list and brainstorm here, but then really be a lot more detailed in those 12 monthly boxes. That's kind of my thinking. I have not set up my home planner yet. That is the next thing on my list today. Today is my yearly reset day where I'm trying to get all of this stuff set up and ready for the new year. But I'm not sure I'm going to have enough time to really work on that. It might be something that I spend more time on this weekend. But I would like to also work on that. And then I think that's probably what I will end up doing, is that I will put the big purchases or things here. Then I will use this information to kind of budget projects that I want to take on this year and put those projects on in these monthly boxes. So I do need to put the month stickers on next. All right, so that is done. Then I think the next thing I will do is do all of the holidays. Now, you know, obviously if you celebrate a holiday and you need that in your financial planner, that's one thing. But for the holidays that we do not do anything for, I am just going to wipe them out because I do not need them in here. There's just no point to have the extra stuff in here. So I will leave Valentine's Day on here, and I'm not going to try and, I think that I would end up crossing off both of those. Ash Wednesday doesn't obviously have any monetary things going on, but Valentine's Day typically does. Okay, so all of the holidays are whited out. Now, the next thing that I need to do is come in here and do my categories here. Where did I put my pen? other thing that I will do is just write finances. So that is where I'm going to leave off for this video today with the setup. Again, I will have to fill out my financial year at a glance, which I'm just not prepared to do right now. And honestly, some of that is private, so I wouldn't share it online anyways. I need to also bullet the different categories. So I will just come in and do like a little bullet of what the debts are, what our utilities are, groceries, household, like what counts as groceries, what counts as personal, what counts as wellness, all of that kind of stuff. So I have to do that. I will come in after I go through my home planner and really figure out what the home projects are for the year. I will come in and flesh those out a little bit more here. And then what I will end up doing is taking the information that I put here and really fleshing it out here so that it's much more action steps rather than just kind of big picture here. So I have my 12 months, then I will have my budget worksheet that I print off each month when I do my budget. This will be where big purchases and bills, paydays, all of that stuff will go here. I do still have to set that up. I haven't done that yet, obviously. And then this will be fleshing out the action steps for home projects. I won't necessarily have a home project every month that I need to put in here. That's only for bigger projects. So honestly, the first couple of months, I probably won't have anything here because I am going to be focusing on decluttering and getting things out of my house. If you have not seen my goals video for 2024, I will leave that in the description box. You can kind of see my plans for the year ahead. So I don't know that I will necessarily have anything for the first couple of months here, but I will let you know if I do when I'm doing my monthly reset videos. Then here is kind of my reporting that I do each month, and I just wanted the list of spend tracking categories in the same order on every single month, and I didn't want to have to keep flipping back each month. I just want to be able to come in and write out the numbers. So that's what I did for every single month, and it's not super fancy. There's not a lot of stickering or anything going on here. It's really just using my Micron pen and coming in and doing that. I will probably put a piece of washi to separate current month and last month, but I probably won't do that until I'm actually writing the numbers on here. I don't need to do that ahead of time. Also, I'm looking for some thinner washi tape. All I have right now is this thick washi tape, which I don't necessarily want to use. I do have this thin washi tape, this narrow washi tape, but it's school related, Inspire, Learn, Teach. So I don't necessarily want that here either. So that is my financial planner set up for 2024. Again, if you are interested in any of the budgeting printables that I have, I will leave a link for that in the description box. I have a few other printables in that budget printable pack that I just have not printed out for myself this year, but I will leave that in the description box as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks guys. Bye.